Good morning, guys. I don't know if you guys looked outside yesterday, but one of the things that I noticed was it was snowing. And that's one of my favorite parts of winter. I can't wait for it to snow. I want to see some snow on the ground. If I have to stay in the house, I want to see it being beautiful and snowy outside. So, one of the things that we're working on this week is contractions. And I don't know if you had time or you've gotten around to it, but I posted a video that I'd like for you guys to watch, and it's about contractions. So, one thing that contractions do is it shortens two words, right? And makes these words easier to say and write. So, in our spelling list, which is you guys were going to work on this week if you would have been here, and it was writing these words 3 times each. But since you're not here, you might want to get some paper and practice writing your spelling words. Because even if you're not at school and you don't have a test coming up on Friday that's written, you still need to know how to write these words. So I wrote down some words here. So you can see we have, it is, we are, do not, let us, have not, and you will. So in the video, it talks about how a contraction includes a specific thing called an apostrophe. That's not a comma. We've talked about this when I've wrote it up on the board, and I've showed you that a comma hangs down below, right? And an apostrophe hangs up in the air. So in the two words it is, if I'm going to change that to a contraction, then I am going to say it's. And in order to write that, I'm going to write the word it. I'm going to cross out the I in is. Okay? My apostrophe is going to take the place of that I, and I'm going to write my S. So it is becomes it's. In the words we are, we go ahead and write our first word, which is we. We cross out this A, make that our apostrophe, and write R-E. And I'll show you that before I move on. In the words do not, we write our word do, and this one's a little different. Instead of making a separate part with the apostrophe after the word do, okay, we're going to cross out this O, and the apostrophe is going to take the place of this O. So we're going to include this in with the word do. So it's going to look like this. Remember, the apostrophe is going to take the place of the O that we're crossing out, and do not becomes don't. In the words let us, we're going to write that first word, let. We're going to get rid of that U in us. Our apostrophe will take the place of the U, and we'll write our S. And now we have let's. In the two words have not, we're going to go ahead and write the first word have. And just like in the word don't, we're going to cross this O out in not. And that's going to become our apostrophe. So we're going to squeeze that in over here with the have, the word have, put our apostrophe, and write our T. And now we have the word haven't. In the last two words, you will, you're going to write that first word you. You're going to cross out the W and the I in will. And that's going to be where our apostrophe goes. And you'll stick those two L's after that apostrophe. So now you can see that it is becomes it's, we are becomes we're, do not becomes don't, whoops, let us becomes let's, have not becomes haven't, and you will becomes you'll. So in those words, you can see where I've crossed out the letters we're not going to use, and the apostrophe is taking the place of those letters. I hope this clears up contractions for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to post on the Facebook, or not Facebook, but the Google Classroom wall, and I will get to those questions as soon as I can. You guys have a great day.